What is going on, guys? I'm Blockchain Ben, and in today's video we have a brand new series for you guys. This is a long time in the coming. This is a series that I have wanted to do for a while. A lot of people are very excited about this series. This is Blockchain Ben's Bots Episode 1. We're going to be looking through Kucoin. We're also going to be doing a little bit of a walkthrough of Project 79 because I wanted to squeeze that into one of these videos because I believe it is a very solid project. Even though it's not a trading bot project, it's pretty dang cool. Arbitraging gold in Dubai is really neat. Great team behind it. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But in today's video, we're going to be covering the futures grid, the infinity grid, and the spot grid features on Kucoin. We're going to be talking about them, what I did, how well these have worked for me, and what I believe is the best strategy going forward on this one. We're also going to be covering a whole bunch of other bots with this series, so make sure you guys stay tuned, like this video, comment on this video. If you guys want to enter into a 10 BUSD giveaway, all you gotta do is like and comment, leave that Telegram username in that comment as well to make sure that you are entered to win. We're gonna do that drawing just here in a second, but we're also going to go over a whole bunch of other bots in the coming episodes, whether they're bots that are going to be on other exchanges, bots where we're going to be using people's strategies on those exchanges, or some of these other DeFi projects that say that they have bots in them as well. A quick disclaimer as well, this is in no way having any correlation, any FUD, anything like that towards StableFund. By far, still my top project. I love it. I have a ton in there right now. And that is actually one of the main reasons why I wanted to look into some of these other bots, is because we've seen StableFund absolutely take off. We've seen these bot projects pop up like crazy. 90% of them are complete garbage. They're just people who are saying that they have bots and they don't. They're lying straight to your face and stuff like that. So be very careful with what people say. I trust what's in my exchange. I trust people that I've worked with, such as Michael from StableFund. I trust those people. I don't trust random people that are offering me 2% a day. I don't care who they are. I don't trust that people are making bots in a day or two claiming that they can make 2% a day. That's not how these work. These are long time in the coming. These take a lot of time. They take a lot of math. They take a lot of algorithms. And that's why I'm so interested in it. It's a great challenge, and it's something that I really cannot wait to take on here. So let's do the YouTube random comment picker, then we can jump over to Project 79 and finally get into these Kucoin bots a little bit. Oliver Force, congratulations, man. You just won 10 BUSD. Make sure you guys join that 10 BUSD giveaway for today's video as well. But jumping over here, Project 79. Gold arbitrage, pretty cool. So they're buying gold bullions at a discounted rate from the market. Let me come over here to the white paper. I've talked about this project a little bit before, but make sure that you guys also do your own research because I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, and everything in crypto and DeFi is incredibly risky, guys. So only invest what you guys are okay with losing because you have no idea what's going to go on in this space. And always come through here, read through all of the white papers, understand where your funds are going, what is happening with them, and what they are going to be doing to help sustain the contract and generate revenue. That is why Project 79 is so awesome, is because there's no Ponzi. They're completely 100% backed. It's from a great team, from that Hydro Whales team that has came up with a great NFT line using Bitcoin miners to sustain it and up the floor price of it as well. Really cool stuff that they got going on there. And this is their next project, Project 79. So they are buying gold bullions at a discounted market rate. They say it's an LBMA market rate, and they are participating in the distribution and sale of such assets. Crypto made through the project will be displayed publicly in real time through our sacrifice portal and distributed monthly, with the crypto stablecoin distributions commencing immediately from the first full month after the sacrifice period. So it has been one full month. Before I wanted to completely push this thing hard, I wanted to make sure that they're serious about this, that everything's working, and they are. First full month, I got 6.8% is what they said. They're averaging between 4 to 7% a month on this. This team tends to kind of over-deliver in sense. You know, they're going to hit that kind of upper echelon for the most part, which is awesome. I love it. I would much rather it be that than them promise 10% and get 6.7%. So 4 to 7% a month. Obviously, that's a much slower ROI, but this is a much safer project compared to some of these that you're getting higher ROI on, but you do not know what's going to happen to your funds. It's much riskier. Obviously, there's risks involved with this. You lock up your capital for 6 months. You can compound this. You can withdraw this, whatever you want. After the 6 months, you can withdraw whatever. If you wanted to withdraw your monthly earnings, you can withdraw those there. I just compounded mine because my strategy here is, if we pull up the compound interest calculator, they average about 6% a month, which I think is reasonable, maybe 5 to 6%. You can turn $1,000 easily into $2,000 in a year. This is a project that could be easily around 5, 10. There's no limit on how long this project can be around. Gold market cap is trillion dollar market cap. Not exactly sure the exact numbers, but massive market cap. It's not going to be affected by a couple million of these bullions being bought and sold on the market to gain some profit for its shareholders of this project 79. So if you guys want to come over here, it's on the Ethereum network. You can sacrifice USDC, USDT, no taxes, no fees, no BS, anything like that. The one thing that they do have, they have a 3% affiliate link. So if you guys want to use my link, it would be greatly appreciated. A lot of these videos I'm not getting paid for. I'm just saying these because I think that they're solid projects. They're stuff that I am getting into. I'm sharing it with you guys. I could just as easily be sharing a bunch of garbage projects out to here. I get contacted 2-3 times a day just by some of these project owners offering stupid amounts of money. I could easily take that, run off with it, and make, a killing off of this. But I don't. I stick to what's solid. I stick to what's good in this space, and I take pride in that. And I take pride in promoting good projects, and that is a project that we have here, Project 79, really solid. So if you guys want to help support me out, it really helps the channel. Just use my link. I'll get 3% of it or something like that, so it's not even anything ridiculous, which is nice. I like that it's lower. I wish that they just didn't really have an affiliate link, but if you don't, it's just going to go to, nobody's going to go to the team or whatever. So I'll have a link in the description below if you guys want to join into Project 79. Make sure you guys always do your own research. Check out their white paper as well. It will be in the site linked down below. So let's get to the main meat of the show. We have the Kucoin trading bots. All right, so I set up 10 bots. I think it was 6 or 7 days ago. 10 bots. I believe we did 3 futures grids, spot grids, we did 4, and infinity grids, we did 3. So guys, make sure that you guys do your own research on these, understand how these all work. I'll do a quick breakdown. So spot grids are going to be your regular trading grids. As you guys can see right here, we have XRP. I believe I took a long position on this and it did very well. As you guys can see, I think I took it right around here, kind of spiked up straight off of that. It's also because they beat their case and stuff like that. So obviously a lot of these bots are going to depend on you timing the market a little bit. You can't just set these up and forget them and have them make, unlimited money. That's not how they work. If it did, everybody would be a millionaire. But these bots, they take a little bit of maintenance. You got to know vaguely where the market is going. If it's going to be a sideways day, these things are going to eat it up. These things eat up volatility because what they do, you see all these little grid marks here. Once the line passes through, or once the price, passes through one of these green marks, it's going to buy. Once it goes up, passes through one of the red marks, it will sell. It's as simple as that. So if you have some action going, it's going to make crazy profits. Now, if you buy these and the price shoots down through these and it just keeps buying it up and it doesn't go back up here to sell, then you're kind of screwed because you're going to be losing money on those trades. You got to kind of time the market a little bit. You got to get in at these kind of bottoms here. And if you can get in at these bottoms, maybe get some of these big gains and then start eating up this volatility, that's how you do well in these, because you got to choose a way, either up or down. That's where the futures grids come in, because these futures grids, you can take leverage on them. You can do longs and shorts. So the spot grids is just a buy and sell. So if you buy, or you can't set it up to sell it off straight off the bat, you have to do that with the futures grid. So you can come over here, use the short feature of the futures grids. If you guys want to use any of these shorting features, be very careful with leverage, guys. It is a very, very useful tool at times, and it can make a lot of people a lot of money, but there are infinitely many people, so many more people that have lost a lot of money using leverage. So be very careful with that. Only use very low leverage. I think the highest one I used was 5% or 5x, just because I wanted to test it out. It worked out kind of well for me, but do not take this as financial advice or anything like that, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just set these up randomly. I chose some that were, maybe less volatility, higher volatility. I got a little bit lucky, guys. I did pretty well on these kinds of bots. So futures grid, you can choose up or down, choose the leverage. Same thing, has the grid type function here. Infinity grid It's a little bit interesting. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it was a little bit more complex of an algorithm. It's kind of an upgraded spot grid. I was a fan of these. They did okay for me, so they did less profits, obviously, than the futures. But the futures, I predicted some pretty good coins to buy. So, you know, it's kind of up to luck in that sense. But let's come over here to, where was that? The main dashboard of all of my bots. Let me find that here in just one second. Here we are. All right, so here is the 6-day running total right here of all of my bots. So I loaded this up with $1,350. Now, right now we are at $1,410. So we're up about $60 total on this entire portfolio, which is pretty great. First day, killed it off the bat, $20. Next day, we were up to $30. Next day, we had a crazy day. I think this was the day that like everything was up. Link was down, which was the only one that I shorted, so I'm not really sure how I got so lucky. I just kind of picked some random ones, some higher, lower volatility, and it killed it. So we made it up to $90. The past 3 days have been downhill from there. So it's not a obvious you're gonna win money on these things. There is easily just as much of a way that you guys can lose money on these. As you guys can see, big profit on this day. Lower, lower, lower. We've been losing about $10 a day on this, about a $60 a day. Those are the things that really bump it up. So it is all about strategy on these. It is all about timing the market just a little bit better than a monkey would. So if there's a 50-50 shot that it'll go up and go down, you just got to get a little bit of an edge, maybe a 60% chance. Maybe you have 10% better odds than a monkey. You do a little bit of TA, a little bit of analysis, set up these bots, set up maybe a futures bot on a short with lower leverage if you think it's going to go down in the near future. Set up a spot grid, infinity grid, futures grid. You know, obviously keep the leverage low, guys, if you're going to use the futures grid if you think it is going to be up. But the reason why I started with the Kucoin bots, not any of that super high risk kind of bot kind of stuff, is because I wanted to see if I could find a good solid one that everybody could use and that there's no referrals on. What I found with a lot of these trading bot sites is they have stupid referral packages. You gotta buy their services with bots and, you know, 20% goes to your referral and all that kind of stuff. That's stupid. I don't wanna have to do that. I just wanna come into here. Most people in this space have Kucoin. It's a very useful tool. If you guys have not signed up for a Kucoin account, sign up for one. It's super easy, super cheap. Actually, it doesn't even cost anything. It's free. It's super easy. You can come over here to the bots tab. I'm sure that you guys can navigate to find it. If you guys can't, join my Telegram group. I'll help lead everybody to find that tab. You can set up some of these bots, test them out for yourself, see what works, see what doesn't. Obviously, I am up a good amount on my portfolio, but do I feel pretty good about the long term of these bots? Not really. I mean, they've gone up for a couple days. They've just been pretty bad the last 4 days, to be completely honest, but I feel like I can make some good tweaks, some good changes, which I'm going to be making. I'll probably do an update on these in the next week's episode of Blockchain Ben's bots, but this is definitely something to keep an eye on. If you guys are good at TA, you guys like doing TA, all that kind of stuff, take a look at these bots. If you guys think that there's a day where we're just going to have a bunch of sideways trading, set up some of these bots. These grids will eat up volatility. That's how they make their most. They eat up all this volatility. If you have a big spike up, you're going to do very well, but if you have a big spike down, you're going to lose a good amount of money on these. So very, very high risk. I wouldn't say as high risk as some of these dApps and stuff like that, but don't put your money into here thinking that you're going to be making 2% a day or whatever. It's not consistent. It's very inconsistent. You have to manage all these funds. You have to come into here every day, be looking at the market, knowing what's going on. It really makes me appreciate all these real trading bot sites. Really makes me appreciate Stable Fund with all that they're doing. That also, makes me feel a lot better because they say that they have a master trader behind the team, and I understand now why they really need that master trader there, because this stuff, it's not easy at all. I thought it was just kind of a set it, find a good algorithm, and forget it. That's not it at all. You really have to manage these well. You have to know what's going on. And if you guys can, if you want to dedicate the time to it, learn the algorithms, look for some of the patterns, set up these bots, there's crazy amounts of profit to be made. But I don't want to make this video crazy long for you guys. I really appreciate it if you guys watch to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for checking out these bots, and I will see you all in the next episode.